Let me know where you are plugging in from. Good evening, everyone. We are so excited and we'll be starting in just a few seconds. Just a few seconds. So let's see. Do we have some people? Where are you calling? Oh, DC, Johnsey Butler. Welcome, welcome. Washington, D.C. Where else? Where else around the nation, around the world? Are we plugging in from? Baltimore, Maryland. All right. All right. Anybody else? Woodbridge, Virginia, Chicago, Illinois, Middle River, Maryland, Fort Washington, Maryland, what is that? North Carolina, Hubert, North Carolina, Dallas, Texas. All right, all right. Well, it is the top of the hour. It is 9 o'clock and we are getting started. I am so excited to be able to share this opportunity to just participate with lots of the leaders here. So blessed because I love helping people and empowering them and just sharing. This is our business showcase. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And without further delay, I am going to introduce you to one amazing young lady. She is a millennial, but she can relate to anyone from any generation. She is way down to earth. She loves helping people all across this nation. She's in education, but she is educating people in a different way. She knows all there is to know about this opportunity. And believe me, she is having some phenomenal success, getting on the right side of some residual income. And that is Miss Monique Hawks. Miss Monique Hawks, how are you doing this evening?
Good evening, Director Newman. I'm doing fabulous, fantastic, and amazing. How are you?
All right, I am doing wonderful. All right, I want you to share this information. Take it away.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you so much for that warm welcome. Now, listen, everyone, she didn't tell you anything about herself. Mrs. Kim Newman, she is a dynamic mother, first of all, but she's also a dynamic woman in this business. She is a stay-at-home mom. She is rocking this business with her husband, who you will hear from a little bit later. But listen, they are earning six figures on the side with this, okay? So now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce myself. Miss Newman told you a little bit about me, but just to let you know a little bit more, my name is Monique Hawks. I am 24 years old, a millennial, as she spoke of. I am originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and I am in education. I am a teacher. Now, a couple years ago, when I took a look at this business, it made so much sense to me because at that time, I was teaching full-time. I couldn't save for the car that I wanted. I couldn't travel half as much as I wanted to, and I could not go out with my friends as much as I wanted to. So I had everything I needed, but I didn't have everything I wanted. Now, as a result of this business, I'm saving for that car. Matter of fact, I was looking at cars to purchase today. I'm able to travel as much as I want to because it's my business. And I'm able to go out as much as I would like when we're able to, right? So this business is truly doing dynamic things for me and my family. In the future, I really hope to be able to open up a school, and I know this business is going to help me do that. So without further ado, I just want to welcome you to the best place on the planet, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So tonight you're going to learn about two different companies, and I'm going to break it down for you. But first, I want you to close your eyes because we're going to imagine some freedoms. The first is financial freedom, not having to worry about your bank account, being able to swipe because you know you got it. The second freedom is personal freedom, being able to personally do what it is you want to do. If you want to take an extra day off and it's going to be unpaid, you'll be okay because you know you have that plan B income coming in. And the third freedom is time freedom. Time freedom is something you can't get time back, right? Once the 24-hour goes, it's gone. And so being able to choose what you do with your time, what you do with your 24 hours, how you work your business, how you make your money, it's beautiful. All three of those freedoms together are going to help you design your ideal life. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more. The first is by building a strong network. We know nowadays it's not half as much about what you know, it's all about who you know. What I love the most about this business is you're surrounded by successful people. Who you're surrounded by truly matters. I heard a wise person say, if you're surrounded by 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th. But if you're surrounded by 5 successful people, you will also be the 6th. And that is true here. Being surrounded by people that are making up to $1 million, come on, that's powerful. The second, you're going to benefit from e-commerce. I'm a millennial, so I truly love being on the go. This adjustment to being at home it's been a little rough, but not for my business, because I've been able to work from home, working from my couch, working from my deck, working from wherever I would like to. There's no inventory, everything's online, and there's no quotas. Nobody's telling me how much I have to do or how little I have to do. The sky is truly the limit. And lastly, you're going to become a travel professional. Now, you heard me mention that now I'm traveling more than I've ever been able to. And that's as a result of this business. But prior to this business, I was doing the work of a travel professional. I was looking up the trips. I had multiple tabs up. I was finding the best deal. The only difference is I wasn't getting paid for it. So why not put myself on the other side of the travel industry and get paid for what I was doing anyway? And during a time like this, it's especially important to be informed on travel. I'm getting emails from major partners like Disney and Delta and Carnival getting updates on when they're going to open. And guess what? I find out about it first so that I can inform any and everyone who needs to know. Now, I told you that tonight you would learn about 2 businesses. The first is Plannet Marketing. Now, Plannet Marketing is just shy of its 5-year anniversary. And listen, in just those 5 years, we have gone from 0 to over 50,000 agents real quick. And it's all because of this man, this visionary, Mr. Donald Bradley. He comes from humble beginnings. He's from Baltimore, Maryland as well. And he really has always had the dream of providing a financial opportunity for people to have some right now income. And he's been able to do that. He has helped over 350 individuals add an additional $1,000 into their household every single month. That's powerful in the economy that we're having right now. We are already in over 20 countries, so we are international. And honestly, behind every great leader is great leadership. The first is Mr. Andy Kaufman. He is the president and CFO, and the reason why we are in over 20 countries, because he's managed billion-dollar global businesses internationally. Miss Leanne Treckler, she's the money lady. If you have a traditional 9-to-5, you know you get paid at the end of the month and on the 15th. And let me tell you, Plannet pays on the 10th. And way back when I used to be struggling in between those checks, that 10th of the month check came just in handy for some groceries. You understand me? So I appreciate Miss Treckler so much because not only do they pay on time, sometimes they pay early. Now, the second company you're going to learn about is IntelliTravel. Just to break it down a little further for you, Plannet Marketing markets IntelliTravel, and IntelliTravel sells travel. Now, IntelliTravel has been around for over 27 years, but 5 years ago, they got a clue. They realized that traditional marketing isn't working. Who's looking in magazines for ads anymore? Who's looking in newspapers for ads anymore? It's all about the word of mouth, and it's all about being online. And so 5 years ago, they entered into an exclusive partnership with Plannet Marketing, and we have truly helped their business tremendously. But they're accredited themselves. They are the first home-based travel agency, meaning that 27 years ago, Mr. James Ferrara went to court and he fought so that travel agents could go from brick and mortar to click and order, being able to earn income from their households. Now, they're not only the first, but they are the best. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Documentation beats conversation any day. And as these names pop up, I'm sure you recognize some of them: Delta, Norwegian, some that are not up here, Carnival, Disney, anything travel you can think of, we have a partnership. And let me tell you something, we keep great partnerships. Now, put this in the chat area. Did you know that commissions are already built inside your travel bookings? Did you know that? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been traveling since I was younger, and I never knew that before I entered into this business. And so let me break down for you what that means. That means that the same price you see on Expedia is the same price that I see. The only difference is that when I book it on Expedia, I don't get paid. But when I book it through my site, I get paid. But it's already built in. I've had so many people ask me, well, how much do you charge to book my trips? Nothing, because my commission is already built inside of the booking that I'm doing for you. There are really infinite possibilities as a travel business owner. Some that probably come to mind are those girls' trips, being able to take, a weekend trip with your girls, sports teams, church retreats. Those are the ones that come to mind. What may not come to mind is being able to book off of car rentals, train tickets. My special favorite is sports and entertainment tickets. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I love The Lion King, the play, the movie. I know all the words. And I saw that it was coming to the Hippodrome, a local theater in Baltimore. And so I said, you know what? I'm going. I found myself a front row seat for less than $200. And when I attended, the only people that got paid were the people in the play and me, because I came home to a commission. So there's infinite possibilities for yourself as well as for others. Now, why travel? Why now? Well, let me tell you something. Travel is the #1 industry in the world. Travel brings in $8 trillion annually. Within the next 10 years, it's expected to almost double and go to 15 trillion. Travel is not a fad. It is a trend, and it is something that's going to be around forever. It is the #1 research category online between the hours of 9 to 5, when people are supposed to be doing what? Working. Now, I know when y'all were in the work building, you probably almost got caught a couple times with some tabs up, and you switched tabs when your boss went by, right? Because honestly, everyone's thinking about their next getaway. Now, baby boomers are really fueling the growth. I used to think when I was younger that when you retired, you wanted to sit on the porch, you wanted to sip tea, you wanted to knit. You retired from working all those years. That is so contrary. My grandmother has been on multiple cruises. She's been to Mexico. She was even planning a trip to the Holy Land before all this happened. So baby boomers are really fueling the growth of travel, because when they retire, they want to see the world. Now, millennials is my special area of expertise. We spend $200 billion annually on travel. Now, somebody asked me, okay, how do you spend that much money on travel? And I say, you know what? It's one of three things. One, we're saving the money. We're responsible. Two, we're still asking our parents for the money. Or three, you're like me and you put yourself on the other side of the travel industry. So now I'm a product of my product. Travel makes sense. Earning money off travel makes sense because it is my business. Now, Generation Z, they are the current and up and coming generation. I thought that we were the digital generation, but as soon as I saw a 1-year-old work an iPad better than I could, I said, you know what? Y'all got it. It is ingrained in them to be digital, okay? Not only that, they are jet setters. I know some kids before the age of 10 who have had passports and have been to more countries than I have. So honestly, it's ingrained in them. They are the business and leisure travelers. So across all generations, travel is something that's happening, and it's going to continue to happen at a rapid rate. So really, you're going to get paid on what people are doing anyway. Almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. Even now, I've seen so many people posting throwbacks. Take me back. I want to go here. I want to go there, right? Everybody's either thinking about travel or they are booking their travel for as soon as this is over, because cabin fever is real. I know you feel it. 70 to 80% of commissions are paid to the ITA. What this means is when IntelliTravel gets $1,000 from a trip, they're going to give you $700 and they're going to keep the $300, meaning that most of the profit goes to you. They want you to get into business for what you got into business for, a profit. We're partnered with major vendors. As you can see, I've named a few. What I love is that there is a reserved inventory of group cruises. So if I look on Carnival right now and it says that a cruise is booked, all I have to do is call Carnival and say, listen, I'm with IntelliTravel, right? It's like a VIP, like I'm skipping the line, okay? I'm with IntelliTravel, meaning that they're gonna have reserved cruise blocks just for me. What I also love is that we are the best in customer service and support. All of your training is unlimited and it's included in your investment. You don't have to pay an additional cost or fee to take a test. Everything is included and it is truly unlimited. You are not starting at ground zero with IntelliTravel. You get your own personalized website, similar to what you see here, your own email marketing program, access to business cards, sales tools, anything you need, right? You don't have to recreate the wheel. IntelliTravel created it for you. Now, I've done a lot of talking. If you're ready to see the money, just type in the chat, show me the money. You've done a lot of talking. I want to see the money. Well, I'm so glad that you asked, because now I'm going to show you how much money you can actually make as a travel business owner. Let's say you know someone who travels for business often. They may stay in a hotel 3 times out of the month, and you send them your website, right? Your IntelliTravel website. They book the same hotel they would have booked anyway, and you come home to the tune of almost $200. Now, some of y'all probably thinking, I know they didn't get me on here for $151, but let me tell you, if you found $100 in your pocket right now, you'd be all on Facebook talking about, oh my gosh, I found $100. You'd be so excited. But we did not bring you on here for $151 because it gets better. Golfing. Now, I am not a huge golf fan, but look at them. They are having the time of their lives. And that is because I have put together a trip for them to go to Scottsdale, Arizona, 5 days golfing trip. I come home to almost $300. That's a couple bills that can be taken off the table. All-inclusive resorts are really all the rage. Everyone loves the freedom of the all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink, all wrapped up in a resort. So I put together a trip for someone, 7 days, all-inclusive butler service, and I get almost $600. That's enough for me to go and take my own trip if I want to. Cruising is really where it's at. Now, my family does a family reunion every single year. We do the Saturday cookout, Sunday church service. Let's say one year I want to switch it up. I'm like, you know what? Let's go on a cruise. Let's do something else. Let's do something different. So I booked this cruise, 20 cabins, and I'm not doing it by myself. I'm calling Royal Caribbean. I'm telling them what I need, and they're helping me cross my I's and other way around. Dot my I's and cross my T's. And when we get back, I come home to over $2,000. Now, just think with me for a second. If you booked that once a year, made it an annual cruise, what would an additional $2,000 look like in your household? Just think about it, right? Just if you did it once a year. So we really have fun learning and earning here at IntelliTravel. We put on what we call fam trips, familiarization trips, and we like to call it market research. You're getting a trip for the wholesale rate so that you can go back and tell your customers all about it. A trip they took in the past was 4 nights, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Now, let me tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. Market research is very hard work, okay? They had to make sure that the pool was just the right temperature. They had to make sure that the drinks tasted just right. They had to know when the sun set, like just hard work. And they had to pay $99 per person. Now, come on. That does not say per night. That says per person. To be able to go back to your customer and have firsthand experience of travel. To be able to let them know, hey, I did this, I did that. You can trust me because I travel too. I'm a product of my product. Another trip that was taken in the past was to Disneyland. 3 nights Disneyland, and let me tell you, when IntelliTravel does it, they do it big. They shut down the whole park. It was dinner with the execs. Hopper passes to all the parks were included at the tune of $399 per person. I have been to Disney multiple times, and I have not even paid that much to get on the parking lot, okay? So to be able to do that, to be able to have all of that included at that rate is amazing. Now, like I said, cruising is where it's at. 7 nights Royal Caribbean. Now, port and tax fees were included in this price, and it's still less than $100, even if you want to get a little bougie and stay on the balcony. What I love the most about IntelliTravel is that they have some guarantees, and it really just shows that we value people. The first is the best travel price guarantee. So we say if you find a package somewhere else and it's less than what we offer you, we want to meet it, beat it, or pay the difference up to 110%. We want to keep your customer with you. We want to keep that commission with you, and we want to make sure that your customer gets the best price. The second, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. Let's say you want to try it out. You want to try your business out. You can drive it around, kick the tires, go get a car wash if you'd like. And after 28 days, you're not really feeling it. You don't want to earn off your travel. You don't want to save off your travel. You don't want to do that. Before the 30th day, IntelliTravel will give you your full investment back, no questions asked. That's how confident we are in our product. The third is the unique profit guarantee. I have not heard this anywhere because honestly, with traditional businesses, it takes like 3 to 5 years to earn a profit, and sometimes businesses fail. But not here at IntelliTravel. They say that when you have tried your business for a year and you have not earned a profit, they're going to cut you a check for the difference, officially putting you in profit mode. Talk about amazing. Now, I have just shared with you one side of this business. Now, if travel makes sense, just go ahead and put in the chat area, travel makes sense, right? It is very clear to you, we are not selling lotions and potions. We are selling beaches and oceans, okay? But you haven't even heard the best of it yet. I'm about to bring up someone who's going to show you our Plannet Marketing Compensation Plan. And let me tell you, get your notes ready. But first, let me tell you a little bit about her. She is a mom first. She is also killing it in this business. She was able to donate her job back to the economy because she felt like it, because she was making enough with this opportunity to do that. She is based in Atlanta, Georgia. And she's been here since day one, so she truly knows all the information. She can show you how to get to the money. She loves to travel, and above all, she loves to have fun. I'm so excited for you to hear from her. Director Yolanda Bennett, have you made it to the line?
I have made it to the line, Ms. Hawks. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can.
Well, thank you so much for that gracious introduction. And guys, you heard from a powerhouse. She's blazing the trail for not only the millennials, but individuals all over the world. I can't wait to see her don that blue jacket. So like she said, I am a mother of two beautiful girls, a former educator, not because I stopped being passionate about teaching children, but because I hated my income. So how many of you on the line hate your income? Let me know in the chat box right now. You love what you do, but you don't love that income, right? You're not being paid what you're really worth. Well, Warren Buffett, documented billionaire, gave us some advice, and I'm sure you would want to listen to a documented billionaire, right? He said, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. And that word invest not just means invest money. It means invest your time into creating something that's going to be a legacy that you can leave behind for your loved ones. So on the line tonight, all the guests, including the business partners, tell me if you are guilty of any of these things, and I promise you will not go to jail if you say you're guilty. Are you guilty of ever referring someone to a great restaurant, a great movie, a great sale at the mall, right? Have you ever referred someone to your job and they got hired? I'm sure a lot of us have done that, right? Well, here at Plannet Marketing, you actually get paid for doing the things that you're already doing, sharing, right? When you share this business with other individuals and they get started, you get a $50 direct sale commission. Now, you're probably like, $50 is not a lot of money. But let me tell you, I know if you were doing the laundry and you found $50 in your pants pocket, you would be on Facebook saying, ain't God good, right? Because that $50 was $50 you did not have before. But guess what? It's $50 that's unlimited. You can share this business with as many people as you want. And when they go out and do the exact same thing, guess what? You get a 50% check match. Did you get half of that person's check that got hired at your job? Absolutely not. Well, here at Plannet Marketing, when they go out this week and they make $500, next week you're going to get a check for $250. What would you do with that check? Tell me in the chat box. What would you do with an extra $250? When they go out and make $1,000 this week, you're going to get a check for $500, like immediate stimulus check that you created on your own by helping someone else, right? And then we have some $10 team bonuses, right? And those are paid 6 levels deep, up to $60. And I'll tell you a little bit more about them later, but I will tell you that there are individuals in this business bringing home checks with commas in them because of that $10 team bonus. Now, we love to recognize individuals who grow through our program. So when you help 3 people actually launch their business, you're considered a bronze builder. Where are all my bronze builders? Shout it out in the chat box, because I know you're excited to have helped 3 families position themselves on the money-making side of this travel business. And then when you go on to help 3 more people, you're considered a silver builder. So go ahead and shout it out in the chat box if you are a silver builder. But guess what? We don't stop there. We say go gold, just like in the Olympics, because those are the ones who get the paid sponsorships, right? We're here with Plannet Marketing. When you've helped 9 families position themselves on the money-making side of this travel business, you're going to open up 3 additional levels of income, 3 additional streams of income. Imagine getting 3 additional checks every single month. Who would love to have 3 additional checks on top of the check that you get from your 9 to 5? Well, the first stream of income is an extra $10 team bonus. You've given yourself a $10 raise. So now you're going to start receiving $60 each and every time that you help someone launch their business. And when they go out and do the same thing, you're going to get $35 each and every time that they do that. But guess what? This is the stream of income that I absolutely love. That 10% match on the travel commissions of the individuals that you personally help launch their business. Now, you remember when Miss Monique Hawk said that someone earned over $2,000 for booking a cruise. Well, what if one of those 9 individuals that you help book that cruise, you get a check for $200? What would you do with that extra $200? Tell me in the chat box, because guys, I love getting checks for commissions for travel I book, but I love it even more when I get checks for travel that I did not book. And then you get a 10% match on the residual income of the individuals that you have helped launch their business. Now, I'm going to talk about that residual income now. Now, guys, we know we have residual bills. They come in every single month, whether we have the money to pay them or not. But what if you could create some residual income to offset those residual bills? And for some of you who may not understand what residual means, it means you get paid every single month over and over again for doing something one time, just like a celebrity, right? Just like Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley and Prince, who are no longer here, but their family is still receiving income from what they did one time years and years and years ago. Guys, the one time that I created this residual income, it's paying me now and paying all the bills in my household because of this 3x9 team build matrix. And I want you to pay particular attention to the word team. It means together, everyone achieves more. So because you love sharing with people, why not continue to do that and create residual income? So when you've introduced 9 individuals to this business, you open up every single level of this matrix. And as you can see on each level, there are a number of seats that the people start to fill up. 3 seats, 9 seats, 27 seats, 81 seats, 243 seats. And each of those seats has a $4 bill attached to it. And that simply means that you get paid every single month $4 for each and every person that's sitting in a seat. And guess what? You did not introduce each and every one of these people to the business. It was you and the 9 other individuals who actually decided to partner with you in business. So it goes from $12 to $48 to $156 per month residually. What would you do with an extra $156 per month coming in your house? What bill would that pay in your household? What about an extra $480 per month? What bill would that pay in your household? Tell me in the chat box. Guys, it goes all the way up to $118,000 per month. That's over $1 million per year residually. Now that might sound outrageous to you, but the teacher in me says this is an open book test. So what if you get it 90% wrong? That means you get a 10% on this test. Could you stand to earn about $10,000 per month until times get better? I'm sure you can, because that is over $100,000 per year. But what if you flat out fail this test and you get it 1% correct? That means 99% of this matrix is empty. Can you stand to earn about $1,100 per month until times get better? I'm sure you can, because the average household only needs about $500 per month to make ends meet, guys. And now it gets better. Say more money in the chat box, right? I came to tell you about the money that is on steroids. We have a Plannet Director program. But before, guys, I'm sorry, before I move on to this director program, I want to bring up a young lady who hit the rank of gold builder, guys. She is out of that Maryland area. Her name is Miss Tanya Jackson. Miss Jackson, did you make it to the line?
Yes, I did, Director Bennett. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Now, Miss Jackson, please let our guests know today who you are, why you get started, and what this business is doing for you.
Okay, great. Director Bennett, I am Tanya Jackson. I am a wife, a mother of 4 children, and this business has been a great opportunity for me with 2 children in college, both of them just recently graduating, providing an opportunity for us to share this with other people, and to see not only that I can win, but to see that our team is winning as well. So we are so fortunate, so blessed to have multiple streams of income coming into our family.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that testimony, Miss Jackson. So guys, you see it, gold builders are smiling from ear to ear because that income, those additional income streams that are coming into their household. But this director program, guys, it simply says that when you reach 100 individuals on your team that you did not personally sponsor, you and your team helped 100 individuals, you're going to start to receive a $500 director bonus each and every month. Who would love to start their month off with an extra $500 every single month consistently? Who would love to do that? On top of that, you get another $10 team bonus. So now you receive an extra $20 on top of the $50 every time that you help someone launch their business. Now, the Heart of Our Founder says that as a 1-star director, you are guaranteed to make $1,000 per month every single month. And if you do not, the company is going to cut you a check for the difference. That's an extra $12,000 per year on top of your 9-to-5, guys. That was a complete blessing for me to hit 1-star director and add that extra $12,000 to my teacher salary. Now, when you go on to become a 2-star, it's $300. But I want to bring on the line A young man who hit the rank of 1-star director, a young lady, I apologize, a young lady who hit the rank of 1-star director. She has become my sister in this business. She is blazing the trail. She is fast tracking her way to that 2-star director for 300 individuals on her team. I want to bring to the line Miss Lisa Hawks. Miss Hawks, did you make it to the line?
Yes, Director Bennett, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Director Hawks. Now, please tell everyone on the line who you are, why you got started, and what this business has done for you as a director in Plannet Marketing.
It is my pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing this information. Listen, I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I've been in real estate for 21 years. I literally love what I do. You know, it was the time and personal freedom that I already had, you know, but I wanted to keep it. After working for myself for 21 years, I didn't want to go back and work for anyone else. But the market crash was a crisis for me, right? I lost some income. I was absolutely looking for another way. If you're looking for another way, type it in the chat. I was looking for another way. So I didn't need to wait for another crisis to hit to know that I needed to make a change. Well, as a result of this business that I started several years ago, understand this income that's coming into my household right now is helping me to cover not only my mortgage, but several other residual bills right now through this crisis. So let me tell you what this means to me, Director Bennett. It gives me options. See, now I have options that I don't have to go out and sell a house if I don't want to. Back to you, Director Bennett.
Wow. Thank you so much for that testimony, Director Hawks. So guys, so you see the ranks continue to increase: 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. The bonuses continue to increase to the tune of, we have $1 million a year income earner. Our very first, Mr. Shedrick White, who used to be a waiter at Papa Do's. So the income is whatever you want it to be. If you want to be 1-star or you want to be 9-star, you can actually do that here with Plannet Marketing, guys. But it gets better, guys. I want you to say more money. So we have a presidential ring and Rolex program. And the individuals who are recognized in this program are individuals that are making 6-figure incomes residually. Now, a lot of them are doing it on a part-time basis, and some of them had increased it to where they're doing it full-time, but the majority have created 6 figures on the side. Who would like to create a 6-figure income in addition to the income that you're already bringing into your home? So the sapphire ring signifies earnings of over $100,000 per year. That's $8,333 per month. I want to bring to the line a young man who actually created this 6-figure income on a part-time basis as a principal by day in the largest school district in Maryland. Him and his beautiful wife, they are 3-star founding directors, which means that they were the evidence before there was any evidence in this company. I want to bring to the line Director Nate Newman. Mr. Newman, did you make it to the line?
Director Bennett, I made it to the line. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away, sir.
Outstanding. Well, guys, look, it's my pleasure to be on here tonight. The ladies did an awesome job presenting this information. Guys, here's what I want you to know. Excuse me. Travel's not on trial, right? Travel is winning. Our team is having a lot of success. And I personally want to thank all the people who got on tonight to support the person who's having this showcase, right? If you were invited tonight, the people wanted to invite you to support their business as a travel professional. And if you're interested in generating your own income, guess what? They're inviting you to partner with them as well. And so, guys, like she said, my name is Nate Newman. I'm a principal by vocation, been in education for 23 years. And here's what I quickly realized, that the pay was not enough. Love pouring into kids, but to get more money, guys, I had to go back and get multiple degrees, go into more debt to get that coveted 6 figures, right? But here's what I also realized. Being the only breadwinner in my home at the time that I saw this opportunity, I had to do something different because I had more month than I had money. Anybody ever been busy and broke, right? I had both, right? I was busy and I didn't have enough money. And so for me, I knew that I had to do something different because no matter how good things were going on the job, how well my students were performing, my paycheck was not going to change. So I was working hard on that hamster wheel, running really, really hard. The graduation rate went up, ninth grade promotion went up, that things were going well, but it didn't matter. My check stayed the same. I got paid for 8 hours a day, but worked 10 to 12. Anybody like me, right? You leave when the job gets done. And so I knew what my pay was going to be for the next 5 years. So I said, wow, I got twins about to go to college. I have to do something different. And a good friend of mine said, hey, look, I know you're busy. I know you're a principal, but I want you to take a look at something. So he invited me, something similar to this. I took a look, arms folded, because I'm like, I'm busy, right? But it just made sense, because travel is one of those things I don't have to convince people to do, right? If I asked the question right now, where in the world would you like to go if the world was opened up? Where would you go? You'd put Bali, Fiji, Maldives, right? You put, Dubai. And no one would have to convince you to go, right? And and let me say this. Right now, guys, people have cabin fever. They cannot wait for the world to open back up. Why not get in position, right, to get paid off what people are going to do anyway? And I had this conversation with someone earlier. I said, look, the world is opening back up. Restaurants are opening back up. Churches are opening back up. Schools will open back up. Travel is going to explode. It has survived terrorism. It has survived E. coli, Ebola, Zika, H1N1. You name it, travel thrives. We've been able to work this business on a part-time basis. 2.5 years in, we hit the 6-figure level. Guys, I make more part-time than I do full-time. And guys, these rings are just an example of what you're going to get when you hit different levels, right? $250,000 ring, $500,000 ring, $1 million ring, Rolex watch, $20,000. You can get it 5-star. Those are just a few of the things that you're going to get, right? But here's the most important slide, the disclosure statement. Because we can talk about all the money that we can make, but we report what the people are making. This is one of those things. There's so many people on our team that wasn't their first business they've ever done, but it was the first business they made money in. If that's you in the chat area, this was the first business you actually got your investment back, type that's me, so that people know that this is real. Don't take it from me, take it from them. If you've made your money back, type money back, right? If you've gotten a commission check that covered your enrollment fee, type covered, because I want you to see that this is real. And we'll send you this disclosure statement. It just tells you how many weeks you really need to work, how many hours you really need to work to get the type of income that we're making, because it's not get rich quick. It's work hard and over time get paid based on your work ethic and your team's work ethic, as opposed to what somebody tells you you're worth, right? So look at this slide, most profound slide, and we're coming to a close, guys. This is our marketing pledge. Imagine your place of business pledging that if you do a certain amount of work, they will pay your family an income forever. Because see, right now, as it stands, God forbid something happens to me, my paycheck stops. There's a life insurance policy, but paid out one time. How many families have ever fought over one-time payments? Not here. Get to director, like Miss Bennett has, like Lisa Hawks has, like I have, like Monique Hawks is about to, Tanya on her way, right? When you hit that coveted 1-star director, 100 people on your team, you don't get the 100 by yourself. It's just sharing good stuff with great people. But when that happens, whether it takes, I did it in 40 days. Some people it took a couple months. Some people it took a year or two. But a passive $1,000 to $6,000 coming into your home. But in addition to that, God forbid if something happens to you as a director, this is willable. You can leave this to your spouse, significant other, your child, your grandma, whoever you name as your beneficiary will get your income, all of it. And as your team continues to grow, the check will keep coming to your family. That's huge. Turnkey business. There are millennials making 6 figures using nothing but the mobile app that we have. You don't like to talk? No problem. We have videos that talk for you. Plug them into webinars like this. You were invited in a very simple and professional way to get on this webinar. We'll show you how to do that. Very simple, very easy. We're not chasing, we're not hounding, we're not convincing. We're looking for people who are sick and tired, excuse me, of being sick and tired. So everything that you need, from training, the digital platforms, the marketing tools, you'll get everything that you need to run a responsible business. And then there are the events. We have a big event in September. We're going to be at the 5-star Gaylord Palms. Last year, we took it over. This year, we're going to have 10,000 plus people getting recognized, getting trained, and getting inspired and motivated to go out and take our business to the next level. Then we have what's called Plannet Escapes. Imagine a multimillionaire, our CEO, giving you wealth strategies, teaching you how to take your business to the next level, pouring into you for a few hours, but then the rest of your weekend, you're enjoying a 5-star stay. And this year we'll be at the El Dorado in Mexico, right? For pennies on the dollar. If you know anything about this establishment, guys, the rich and famous go here and they pay thousands. We're going for pennies on the dollar. You don't want to miss it. My wife and I are scheduled to go, right? In closing, here we go. Travel makes sense. It's the only product on the planet you don't have to convince people to change their spending habits. I'm not telling you to get on a no-name airline. You like Delta, stay with Delta. You like Marriott, stay with Marriott. You like Disney, stay with Disney. I'm going to show you how to do it more for less. I'm going to show you how to get paid. I'm going to show you how to write it off on your taxes. I'm going to show you how if you book something for someone else, you'll get paid. And I'm going to show you if you share this as a travel broker, helping other agents win across the country, across the globe, like a real estate broker, you can generate residual income. We have over 1,500 people on our team all over the world. We have stay-at-home moms making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, booking nothing but travel. They're not even building a team. And then we have people building on a team making 6 figures, making $500 to $1,500 a month, right? We'll show you how to do that. Here's the cost. Drum roll. $199.90 allows you to launch your own travel business. $179 of that $199 starts your actual travel agency. You're going to get a marketing engine. You just drop the names in there, the emails, the physical addresses. We're going to send postcards, emails, travel magazines to your clients, your potential clients. We're going to help you build your travel agency so that you can book to your heart's content for people, right? You're also going to get a major booking engine, right? That rivals Expedia. It beats Expedia over 80% of the time. And then with our best travel price guarantee, we can always be competitive with anything your customer will ever find on the net. That's huge, right? That's $39 a month to maintain a travel agency. You get tracking tools, going to track your commission, track your customers. You can send out newsletters, no additional cost. Then for just $20 more, you get the opportunity to share this with people, right? $20 more brings in over $6,500 into my house. Best $20 I ever spent, right? 20 extra dollars. So combined as $199.90, your monthly overhead is $59.90 total. That's less than $2 a day. In the chat area, please tell me what you spend $2 a day on. Snacks, soda, fast food, $5. Some people call it Starbucks. Muffins. Somebody put muffins, protein shakes. Guys, we blow $2 a day on all kind of guilty pleasures. I'm so glad that I chose to invest my $2 into this. Why? Because now my twins, who just finished their freshman year of college, both on the dean's list, right? One got all A's this semester, the other got all A's and B. They're on the Newman scholarship. That's right. This opportunity allowed me to stroke a check for $4,000 per month to invest in my children. My daughter goes to the best dance school. I get to invest in her gifts, her purpose. Imagine being the hero of your house. Imagine getting your time back. Now, it's not easy. It's hard work because I work my business the same way I work my school. And that's with dedication and integrity. But if you're willing to bet on yourself, you can now monetize your work ethic. And imagine being free in 2 to 3 years. Imagine having choices within 2 to 3 years. Some of us been on our job 8, 10, 30 without the opportunity to make 6 figures. Now we do. 3 types of people on the line tonight, guys. First type of person says, it makes sense. I want a partner. I'm ready to go. Just type I'm in, right? Get with the person who invited you. They did not want your $199. They want your partnership. I partnered with 3 of my best friends. 2 of us are making over 6 figures for our families. The third one is making over $8,000 a month. And I got another one that's on the line tonight, making over, I'm not going to tell his money, but it's a comma that he's making every month because everybody know who he is. I ain't going to put his money out there. And it's not a number 1 in front of the comma, right? It could be a few other numbers. But getting paid with your best friends, the people who mean the most to you, we go to church together. We went to school together, to cookouts together. Why we can't build wealth together? 3 years of hard work and you can be free? It's possible. If that's you and you number 1, let the person who invited you know. If you're number 2, I got questions. Look, I'm going to stay on a little longer for anybody that has questions. Promise I'll give you all honest answers. If you need more information because this was your first look, we'll send you more information. That's fine, right? If you got to get your money together next week, the week after that, that's fine. We'll show you how to get started. If you're number 3, not for you. And we understand that because everything's not for everybody. But here's what we say to the 3s. Utilize the person who wants to show you their new business. Let them be your travel agent. Let them get you the best deal. And if you know somebody who's looking, refer that person. We're going to treat them with respect and we're going to be very professional. So here's what I want you to do. If you're so bold, put it in the chat. If you're not that bold, at least send a text message to the person who is sharing their business with you. 1, I want to partner with you. 2, I got questions or need more information. 3, I'm going to support you by letting you book my trips, and I may refer some people to you, but it's not for me, right? Let them know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. Text them or put it in the chat, right? That way they can follow up with you professionally and respectfully. You don't have to go into the witness protection program. I promise. So guys, that's my time and I thank you for yours.